Hola, buenos días, es Nico.
Oye, Fidelia, mira, yo tengo una clase de chisme de otro mundo.
No me diga, nena, cuéntame. Cuéntame, cuéntame.
So today, I'm going to be using my headphones because my friends were dragging me because they watch my YouTube videos and they're like, oh, the audio isn't always that great. So I'm gonna use my headphones because my headphones have 8 microphones built in. So it's like, I'm expecting it to have better audio quality. And I mean, I tried it out and the video sounded crisp and clear. So we're gonna see if we can continue to do that. If not, I'm already planning to start recording with my computer software because I already stream. So I already have the webcam, the actual microphone. So I'm just gonna see how that is. But first I need to find a video editing software for the computer because I run everything through my app and I have my, my phone, and I have all my apps that I use to edit and add music and clip and cut and stuff like that. So we're gonna see if I can find better editing software for PC. And if I can, I'm gonna switch that over next paycheck so that I can actually afford it. But yeah, so today I was gonna come over here and talk to you guys about, what was I gonna talk to you guys? Something. I was gonna talk to you about something, but then I got breaking news that OnlyFans is now banning public sex. Let's put it that way. I didn't know how else to put it because, you know, YouTube likes to be stingy. Also, I got braids if you haven't noticed. But yeah, so essentially, OnlyFans put out before we start the dialogue, I always do this. Make sure to follow me on Patreon if you like content like this. There are $5 and $10 tiers. $5, as usual, you'll get the early access YouTube videos, the exclusive Patreon videos, and you get 1 live a week. On the $10 tier, you get 2 lives a week, you get early access, and you also get the exclusive videos with an additional video shout out to be like, thank you for helping me pay my bills this month. Other than that, help out where you can, you know, that kind of thing. No rush, no push. You can also follow me on Twitter if you like humor, sometimes social justice if I have that energy. You can follow me on Instagram if you like thirst traps because you know I keep it juicy, all that stuff. And Twitch, I am streaming again. I uploaded one of my Twitch streams the other day. We're currently streaming Dragon Quest on Wednesdays and we're streaming The Walking Dead on Fridays with Persona 4 mixed in throughout the week whenever I have the time to sit down and game. That's just for the kicking and kind of girls. But yeah, the chat be lit. Make sure that you come and check it out sometime, you know, all that fun stuff. So we can actually get started on the video now. So essentially, OnlyFans put out a list of content that they are currently banning. Banning, as in, there was a report because one of the OnlyFans actresses, she said, yeah, I got an email from OnlyFans support team saying, this video contains public indecency and or public activity, which we no longer allow. So it was instantly removed and you got a warning. And she said, well, that's not gonna be fair because most of my content is made publicly. Not so much in the face of people, but in private public locations, such as empty forests or mountainside, places where people will not casually walk up and see me doing whatever kind of content, adult or regular, while I'm filming. So I mean, that I understand. Like one of my followers even interjected, you know, I'm with this because I'm perfectly okay. I'll add it here, Chris Callie. He's a really cool dude. He's really sweet. Check him out if you like OnlyFans stuff. You know, he has the meat mallet. But yeah, essentially he said, I'm okay with public content. It's more so if you're doing it at like a nude beach or like a designated public place for debauchery and adult themes. But most people are not doing that. He said some people just be in like the Walmart aisle, just getting it in next to like the plunger and shit. You know, like they go into public spaces that are not necessarily designated and or safe for that kind of material, but are filled with multiple people that could possibly catch them. And I feel like that's their rush. That's what they usually get. I remember there's a video that went viral on Twitter where this guy walked by and saw a guy putting a dildo up his butt in the middle of a apartment complex. And he was like, hey, yo, guys. He's screaming at the top of his lungs. This guy got a dildo up his ass. And the guy like hurriedly pulled it out and went into his car. And I'm just sitting here like, do you know that you can scar people doing that? And I mean, I've already had the discussion about public indecency and how OnlyFans is slowly trying to push out adult content creators, but this just re-solidifies that OnlyFans is no longer going to tolerate at least the adult side of entertainment that could be considered illegal, because, you know, banks are very high moral ground. Like, some banks refuse to take the money of sex workers. So if they see that OnlyFans has a lot of legal issues because people are getting sued and or arrested for filming in public and getting caught because public indecency and taking away the consent of others, they're going to retract some of their like business with them. So I understand that OnlyFans is having a more direct pushback of trying to get rid of certain adult content, because it's not even only public play. They also consider BDSM, knife play, pegging, spanking, unless it is considered non-violent. So you would have to specify. And I remember they told the girl that said, okay, well, I make my content outside, but it's in private locations, as in it's designated for this. They said, okay, well, if that's the case, we're going to need physical proof. We're going to need identifications. We're going to need papers. So it's really going to put a halt on a lot of adult content creators on OnlyFans, especially since a lot of them, like I said, do not choose these private locations. They just go wherever and they start getting it on. Because I can tell you, a lot of pages, a lot of people would be scared right now. A lot of people will be scared, and I'll name them, because so many people are like, oh yeah, I was at the bar and I got fucked, and like on the dance floor, or sucking dick on the dance floor. It's like they'll do these wild things that escalate so that they can get more views and more numbers. But now it's really gonna backfire on them, because OnlyFans is putting their foot down. They're saying no more of this. We're not gonna allow this anymore, because we actually want to make this a longevity-based company. As in, like I said, they're gonna slowly start to try to push more and more adult content creators out by restricting their rules and really hammering down on the punishment. Because like I said in the last video where I discussed this, they were taking out big names. Like, I don't know if you know Judas King, for example. He's a mutual of mine. We've talked about OnlyFans and stuff like that. Essentially, they at one point just shut his account down. Like, he didn't break any rules. He was doing everything right. He was having sex in his own home, and they just shut it down and would not let him cash out, to the point that he had to get so many people to email them that they finally said, okay, here's your account, you're allowed to cash out, etc. Like, they're literally just yanking people's checks away. So I would suggest that people be very careful. And I know that there's another site that was designated strictly for porn called Just for Fans. They say that the interface is a lot more interactive with sex workers as well. I personally don't use Just for Fans, because when I tried to, because, you know, I like to subscribe, I like to pay the girls their coins. When I tried to subscribe, essentially there was like a system error, and like customer support is non-existent. I went through customer support in the emails, I went through customer support on the Twitter page, nothing, no support, no back. It's like they basically do not care. They don't do anything. So the thing is, with Just for Fans, I would suggest content creators move there, because it is more relaxed with its rules. But at the same time, there's not going to be a lot of customer support for said customers of said, you know, entertainers. I don't really know the interface size from the entertainers, perhaps, but I've heard other sex workers say that it's a lot more interactive and a lot better. But yeah, that's just what I've personally heard, because I don't use Just for Fans. Because when I tried to help the girlies, they was acting real crunchy over there. They wasn't giving me my money's worth of customer support. So yeah, I think that's really the video. After that, like I said, just try to switch platforms if you can, because I'm telling you, OnlyFans will just continue to hammer down on their rules, because now that celebrities and the public are truly getting into it, they're gonna try to make it into a different form of business so that they can make more revenue, just like Tumblr did. You know, Tumblr, the thing is, it had a lot of bait pages, so a lot of revenge porn, a lot of underage porn. So they had to basically ban pornography, because app stores were threatening to take their app off the market, so they would no longer be making money. So it's like, okay, well, we either had to hammer down and remove porn in general, or we had to like lose a lot of revenue. And that's the same thing Pornhub did, because the same situation, sex trafficking, underage porn, revenge porn, that was all on Pornhub. Leaked pornography, like OnlyFans content creators whose content got leaked on there, they were getting like report to the fact that they were gonna get sued. They were gonna get sued, so they just went, okay, well, you know what? We're just gonna take down all porn that isn't from a verified Pornhub account. And look at them now. They're a husk of what they were. So that's the way I'm seeing OnlyFans going, but only the future can tell. Tell me your opinions. Do you believe that it's right that they're cracking down on public sex? Because I've already talked about public indecency. Do you think that that's okay? Do you think that it's okay that people who have public sex in these specified areas are now being penalized as well because of the people that are having sex in like heavily crowded areas and taking away the consent of others? Tell me your opinion down in the comments below. I really hope this audio was good because I'm not re-recording a 10-minute video.
And once again, a quick thank you to all my patrons on Patreon, and a quick shout out to my third eye tier patrons. Your support means everything to me and helps me do this a lot more smoothly. I will also be listing this week's live stream topic in case anybody wants to join in on the fun. I will see you guys there.